Hello everyone. In this lab, you'll access the same fit simulation that we used in the previous lab. So you'll click on the click here link and then you'll select friction. Now on the right hand side, you're going to check all the boxes and you need to keep the same friction value here on the slider in the middle. You're not going to change it, it's the default setting. For the mass, you're going to vary the mass from 50 to 100. So in the case of 100, you may add another box here to make it 100, or you may remove the 50 kilogram box and place the 100 kilogram trash can. For 150, you'll add the 50 kilogram box to the 100 kilogram can here. So this will give you 150. For 180, you may replace the 50 kilogram box with this gentleman. So you'll have total of 180. So now if we go back to the 50 kilogram as the first mass we are going to explore, and I'm going to change the friction here because I don't want to reveal the value of the static friction, kinetic friction for this lab. So I'm just going to change the friction here to maximum. In your case, you'll keep it at the middle. And now I'm going to show you how you can determine the force of static friction and kinetic friction. Now, when you start applying force on the object, as you see here, it will not move initially because the applied force here did not overcome the maximum static friction. So you have to keep increasing the force until you reach the maximum. Beyond the maximum static friction, the object will start moving and the friction will switch from being static to kinetic. So far I'm applying 200 Newton and the object is not moving. Let's see if I apply 250. Still the object is not moving, so we did not reach the maximum static friction yet. So let's try 300. Okay, now at 300 you can see it moved. So it's somewhere between 250 and 300. So I'm going to reset it here. And I know that the maximum static friction is somewhere between 250 and 300. So I'm going to go ahead and check all the boxes again since I reset it. And I'll set the friction at maximum. In your case, you'll keep it in the middle. And now I'm going to go to the 250 because I know it's somewhere between 250 and 300. And now we are going to go with increments because we want to pinpoint the maximum static friction. So I'm going to increase. Okay, so as you see, when I went from 250 to 251, the box started moving and the friction went down to 188. So let's see that again here. I'm going to go to 250. Okay, now I'm at 250. You can see at 251 stop moving. So this will tell us that the maximum static friction is 250. Now notice here when we went to 251, the object started moving and the friction dropped to 188 from 251 to 188. 188 is the kinetic friction, and kinetic friction is less than the static friction. Let me go ahead and pause it here. So I can go ahead and record my values. Of course, in your case, those values are not valid because I set the friction at maximum, while in your case, you'll keep it at the default, which will be in the middle. This is trial number one. After you're done with it, you'll reset it, check all the boxes, you'll keep the friction in the middle, and you'll change the 50 kilogram to 100 and do it again. Alright, I hope this video helps. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you.